ANC politics, where the ANC Greater Tshwane Regional Conference is off to a bumpy start. Earlier, a protest broke out at the Indaba Hotel in Fourways, and that's the Johannesburg venue where the conference is taking place. Let's take you there now live. I believe that the ANC provincial chairperson, David Makhura, is addressing the conference.
Education, on health, policies dealing with crime, dealing with all those policies derive from our strategic perspectives articulated in the strategy and tactics. So, strategy and tactics is the first thing. Secondly, policy review is the second thing. So you can come out here and say, that policy is failing. We can't go to the national conference and continue with the policy that's failing. You can only do so if you have been in a conference. And the third issue, so in this sequence, strategy and tactics, policies, and organization, in that sequence. So the third thing you deal with at the conference of the ANC is an assessment of the state of organization. I want to emphasize comments. The sequence is not a mistake. Strategy first, policy, and organization. Organization is an instrument to realize your strategic goals. It's an instrument to pursue your policies. Organization doesn't exist for its own sake. We can't just gather here and then it is all about electing people. That's not ANC. And that is why in the constitution of the ANC, Comrade Joe, there's no word called elective conference. I know you get influenced by people who talk about elective conference. Ayihona kasipelile ra ayihona ukayibula bukuyele the constitution. Ayihona, you can search, you will not find this thing called elective conference. It's like looking for something in the Bible that's not there. There's no elective conference. You know why we don't talk of an elective conference? It's only people who are not in the ANC who call themselves analysts. Because once you start thinking elective conference, you will make a fundamental mistake. You will think that a conference is just there about elections. Elections is just but one of the important tasks of a conference. And you can't get to a conference and the first thing you do, you elect. You elect people to do what? There must be clarity of strategy. There must be a sense of policy. There must be a sense, these are the people who must implement these resolutions, this program. We are distorting the way the organization works because that's why we get to a conference, all we think about is our own preferences. The ANC, I say, what exists is preferences. We are not here to rebuild a movement and earn and win public confidence and earn the confidence. We think that, yabona, wafa. We turn elections into the be-all and end-all, the alpha and the omega of the conference. No, elections are not the alpha and the omega. Strategy and tactics and policy, and therefore leadership taken together, all of them, in that sequence, are the alpha and omega of an ANC, a true ANC conference. If you get the sequence wrong, you are in a wrong place. It's like getting in church when you are a criminal. Just get in church, and then you realize that, oh, so this is an ANC conference. We must start things on the right note. So there's no elective conference. We will elect the leadership. An ANC conference cannot be for 3 days people are discussing credentials. When are you going to discuss politics? When are you going to discuss policy? When are you going to discuss issues affecting communities? And that's why we took time before we got to now. make sure all these issues of disputes and so on get so that they can attend to the core business. Yeah, conference. How can a society, in a society says how we look at society. How can society can choose? Not as a society. How can a society, whatever society says is a society how patela that way? O tshwanetse o patele that way. Sa o bolokang, ha e le o tshwanetse o attende funeral. O tshwanetse o attende funeral. O ka se mo fitlha fela. Society, o nahana hore the ANC has ways of working that we must uphold. So one of the fundamental tasks of a conference is to assess, review the social, economic, international, and organizational policy positions, and ensure that we come out of a conference with sharper ideas, new set of perspectives. When someone reads the resolutions of the conference of Tshwane, they must say, there was gathered ANC.
So that's the ANC provincial chairperson in Gauteng, David Makhura. He's addressing the conference, the regional conference of the Tshwane region of the ANC. It's taking place at the eNCA Hotel in Fourways in Johannesburg. Going along the same lines, really, that he's been traversing in the last few days and weeks, particularly when he spoke in Ekurhuleni at the Ekurhuleni conference, that the conference is not merely about electing leaders and then everyone gets up from their seats and they go home. It is about convening and also bashing out ideas on how to better lead society and display what is best about the ANC and endear the ANC with communities, because the ANC does contest power. And as things stand at the moment, even by their own assessment, they are in trouble electorally, at least. Their discussion documents say as much. So that's David Makhura there reminding delegates what the conference is really about.